which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Dankert.
Mayor Steen.
Present.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Present.
Councilmember King.
Present.
Austin.
Present.
Jordahl.
Present.
Hagan.
Present.
Carolyn.
Present.
Enright. We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Item number 1 is a motion for adoption of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 2 is a motion for approval of the minutes from August 1st, 2016. Need a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have nothing under awards and recognition, so we'll move on to the consent agenda. We need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 5 under bid opening and awards is receiving bids for City Hall remodel. Mr. Dankert.
City of Austin received bids on August 3rd for the partial City Hall remodel, which is in essence the old utilities area plus some general painting around City Hall. We received 6 bids, the low bid being Wagner Construction with a base bid of $377,000. And we'd like to also approve alternate A1 for $6,800, which is to repaint all the EFS on the exterior of the building so it matches the north side. And then alternate A2, which is to replace the aluminum doors on the south side of City Hall. They've also given us a price of $55 unit price per door to rekey all the doors so that we have a master key for all doors. We'd request council approval on this. This is part of the $710,000 council allocated for that partial City Hall remodel.
Council?
I just have a question, Tom. Does
Yep.
this include signage?
This does not include signage. We'll have a separate bid, probably in the next council meeting for signage. We'll have a separate bid for furniture and fixtures.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
It is a local company, by the way, so we're happy with that.
If there is not, we need a resolution.
So moved the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Under petitions and requests, 6 is a motion approving the Hormel Foundation grant applications. Tom?
The council at the last work session on August 1st ranked the 10 items that were submitted by department heads for the priorities for the Hormel Foundation grant process. 10 items listed in your backup. In addition, there's 2 other items that are pass-through items that we'll request funding for through the foundation. And these do not include the 3 Vision 2020 requests that are being handled separately outside of the allocation process. These will be, if approved by council, will then be submitted to the Hormel Foundation for the Contributions Committee to review and approve what ones they want to fund.
Okay. Any questions or comments? I think for the media, there's agendas over on the table. You can get information out of there if you need it for the grants. If there's nothing else, we need a resolution, a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 7 is a resolution adopting a surplus property donation policy. Mr. Clark.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Members, the state legislature adopted a new section 471.34.9 that allows surplus city equipment to be donated to a nonprofit organization. Evidently in the past, this has come up as a request. Having a policy in place allows us to do that. And so choose council action is requested to approve the resolution included that would allow such.
Any questions? If not, we need a resolution.
So moved the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 8 is a motion approving the acquisition of 1206 12th Drive Southwest. Stephen?
As we discussed at the work session, the uniqueness of this property in that it's the home structure is located outside of the floodplain, but many of the outside buildings are located inside the floodplain. This property would meet our requirements for removal of infrastructure. Therefore, we would recommend using local option sales tax funds and DNR funds for the acquisition of this parcel.
Okay. Council, anything? If not, we need a motion. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 9 is a resolution approving construction staking on 4th Drive Southwest project. Stephen?
Yeah, as part of this city-county project where the county worked on the design and the city is overseeing the construction administration of the project, it's our plan to have a city staff doing the on-site inspection, but we're looking at utilizing consulting services for the construction staking. This is a pretty staking-intensive project for us, going from a rural section to an urban section. Therefore, we have received 2 different proposals from local surveying companies, one Jones Haugen Smith being located in Albert Lee and WHKS being located in Rochester. You can see the prices listed there, with WHKS being the lower proposal at $16,500 to complete the work, and therefore we would recommend awarding this work to WHKS with the funds coming from our state aid funding account.
Council? If there's nothing, then we need a resolution.
So move the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert?
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
6-0.
Then there's a motion authorizing the city of Austin as the fiscal agent for the community band. Mr. Dankert?
Community Band has once again come forward. This is about the, I think, 3rd year in a row that they've requested that we ask council to pass motion along us to be their fiscal agent, such that they can go after some additional grants for their community band that goes on throughout the year. Councils have approved this in the past, and we'd request approval of this again this year.
Okay, council, anything? If not, we need a motion.
So moved.
Is there a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. 12 is a resolution approving a promissory note with the GNR Truck Wash. Mr. Dankert?
GNR Truck Wash has a promissory note with the city of Austin for some excess strong waste charges from a few years ago. They got rolled into a promissory note. Councils in the past have given them 1-year promissory notes with a balloon payment. So they've gone through 2 of those and have made every payment that's required of them, plus they've kept up on the strong waste charges that occur monthly at the current facility. So with that being said, they've requested we extend that for another 2-year period instead of 1 under the same terms, with the balloon payment due in 2 years, such that they can continue to make payments on that loan.
That's obviously your recommendation.
Yes, the other alternative is to try to force them to make entire payment, which they'd have to get bank financing for.
Okay, any more questions? We need a resolution. Resolution.
So move the resolution.
Is there a second? Mr. Dankert?
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 12 is a motion and an ordinance for the management of the Schrafel Wildlife Management Area. Ms. Wallace?
Your Honor and Council, the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources took control of this property, or received the property by donation in 1992. The DNR has managed the area as a state wildlife management area. They have certain activities there which have been ongoing for the past 25 years, which include hunting, archery hunting of small game and deer, off-leash dog training, and retrieving and prescribed burns for habitat management. This area came to our attention when we annexed Turtle Creek 2. The area is located between Turtle Creek 1 and Turtle Creek 2 annexation areas, and was contiguous with the Turtle Creek 2, and it made sense for us to annex that area. However, because some of the activities in the area that the DNR manages conflict with our city ordinances, we needed to draft a ordinance that would, consistent with public safety, deal with any of the possible, or at least make our ordinances consistent with the DNR management of that area. Our staff has had a chance to review the ordinance, and Ms. Worland, who manages the area, is here tonight if you have any questions. She has made some recommendations, and a couple of them came today, which is why you have a paper copy of the final ordinance that's being proposed in front of you, hopefully. And I would thank Ms. Kazel for providing that to you. The ordinance is providing that the activities that are currently existing in the area continue, which would be the hunting, the dog training, the prescribed burns, and falconry. and that it would be, and then there's just a couple of requirements that the shooting occur within the WMA as allowed by the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, state rules and regulations, and that there's a penalty under our ordinance.
Any questions? If not, we need a motion for A,
So moved.
for preparation of the ordinance. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then B, we need an ordinance for adoption and publication of the ordinance.
Move for adoption and publication of the ordinance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Anderson.
Aye.
Ordinance passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Okay, 13 is a resolution reviewing a joint powers agreement for the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor. This is an agreement we've been involved with the state over the years, and this is a new agreement for 3 years that will allow us to designate one of our investigators to work with the state and the VCA on any crimes involving children or exploitation of children.
Council, anything? If not, we need a resolution.
So move. Second.
Mr. Dankert?
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Hagan.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 14 is a motion appointing Zihong Dai to the Library Board. Current term expiring December 31st, 2016. Any questions on this, except how to pronounce his name? If not, we need a motion.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any citizens present tonight that want to address the council on any items? If not, we are to reports and recommendations. We'll start with Jeremy tonight.
Nothing, Your Honor.
David?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mike?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Janet?
I just want to alert the public that the Artworks Festival is coming up the 27th and 28th of August, but there's an Artworks Week that precedes that, and there's going to be information. I think it's available. There'll be a supplement in the, I believe they said it was going to be in the Herald, and also on their website. So I would encourage you to, or the public, to check it out and see all the things that are going on. Many, if not, the admission is free or nominal, so lots of family activities. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Jeff?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Stephen?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Greg?
Yes, the Human Rights Commission is holding a listening community conversation on Wednesday at 6:30 at the historic Hormel Home, and discussing poverty and its impacts on a community, so it should be interesting conversation. If you're available, try that for Wednesday at 6:30 at the historic Hormel Home. Did you want to share that, or on CVMC?
Oh, yes, we got I'm going to read a short card from the coalition thanking us. It said, "Dear Mayor Steen, thank you for an excellent host in the GM Coalition Greater Minnesota City Summer Conference in Austin. We received a lot of positive feedback from members who said it was one of the best conferences they have ever attended. The city staff members, employees, volunteers with the Austin CVB, and staff at the Holiday Inn, they were extremely organized and a desire to work with. Thank you for inviting us to your city and helping us put on a great conference. Signed, Julie Lou." And I'll tell you from the feedback I've got from the other mayors and stuff, they were very impressed with Austin. They said they looked at Austin and they came away thinking Austin's a very forward, progressive city. Anyway, with that, if there's nothing else, Kim, you have a report?
I do, thank you. No, just one.
As many as you want.
I just wanted everyone to know that the doggy dip is this Friday from 6 to 7:30 at the pool. The pool closes on Thursday for your last swim. However, the splash pad will remain open, depending on weather. We'll probably get into a couple weeks into September, so we'll see how that goes. You'll go to the splash pad for free on the enter from the gate from the parking lot.
Okay. That's two?
You said
Okay.
the doggy dip is when?
Friday,
All right.
6 to
Okay.
7:30.
And if there's nothing else, we need a motion to adjourn till Tuesday, September 6th.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll take a short break and meet in Constance across the hall for our work session.